Welcome to the Stanford Lee Show. This week, super wealth of Dubai. Exciting, isn't it? Skyscrapers just, coming out of the desert, just like out of nowhere. It's quite an illusion. It's an achievement to see a city just blossom out of the desert. I was so excited that some people I knew got a chance to go there as part of a business trip, and it must have been amazing, and I kind of got a glimpse of what it was like just from the descriptions. It's always excited me, and places that are aspirational and full of possibilities. And I think that Dubai is definitely that. I did this song before, the Sheik of Araby. The song is interesting, and as I described it last time, because I've played it on different levels, and it's not necessarily that there's a better level, but I think with jazz, sometimes you just find new possibilities. Like you can play it with a lot of energy, with very simple chords, or you can kind of get more into the voicings and do different things. And it's just interesting that way. So what do you think of this song, Sheik of Araby? It's pretty crazy, huh? Because you've got a sheik and you've got all this mischief going on. I mean, it's like, this is from the early 20th century. And there's lots of innuendo and behavior, and I love it. And I particularly love that when you hear a performance of this song, like it's kind of like one of these shout outs you do. You know, in the South here, we have like a song called Rocky Top, and everybody goes, woo, at some certain point, you know. If you're into that sort of thing, it's really fun. Well, this song has kind of a audience participation where everybody goes with no pants on. Imagine that in the middle of a song. It's a song that, it would just piss so many people off today. Can I say that? It would just, people would be pearl clutching and gasping for breath if they heard this song. It's an exotic song, and it doesn't necessarily represent how a sheik would live today, but it's really cool. I did it in a kind of basic jazz way once, and what I found was more chords, more chords that I could add to this and just have a good time with it. So that's what I'm doing. And usually when I tell a story, I find that I kind of like to go from one location to another location. So I'm kind of taking us from Egypt, which was, that was an exciting story, by the way. I was kind of tying this song in with King Farouk of Egypt, that, he's the eccentric car collector, the guy that also stole Winston Churchill's watch, as the story goes. But we're gonna take a trip from Egypt, and we're gonna go to Dubai now, because I wanted to talk about super wealth. So many crazy, wealthy people there. You've got to love it. But I've got to kind of ease into this story really hard, because I'm talking about wealth. I don't care how you get your wealth, or I wouldn't mind being a millionaire by basic income if I had to work for it. It would just be great. I mean, think about having, what did I say, $1 million? So that's kind of like not a lot of money today. So I've heard that there's actually, we've got billionaires, and I can tell you what's cool about that and not so cool about that. And, people that even have trillions. It's pretty rare, but yeah, people have vouched for that there really is trillionaires, particularly in Dubai, of all places. But a city that rose out of the desert, this is, like a place that just came, kind of like as an oasis out of nothing. And from a friend that had traveled there, he was describing the empty buildings and the facades and how there is a lot of it that's fake, but there's a lot of it that's real too. And that kind of intrigues me, illusions, kind of the play on, expectations and where I guess aspiration kind of takes over reality. I found that there was this different way of looking at wealth, because you're gonna expect me to, I don't know if I'm talking about billionaires, maybe drag some people through the mud, which I don't really want to. I'm not interested in it. I think that some of these people have really built great families and contributed to society in an amazing way. But I had a friend that had a cousin that introduced me to this term called toxic altruism. So I think that that's maybe the problem, maybe the only problem with the rich, some of the rich. Okay, and I would stop there. There's nothing political, there's no way further to go with that. It's toxic altruism. And so my friend had a cousin that he was one of these people. He would like to do good. He had this high opinion of himself. I think it was from education and got into a great school. But the way he would do things was he would get into the family's business and act like he was helping, and then he would just make things worse and worse. And as he was making things worse, he would try to take power away from people in the family, and he would just kind of go after that, and the whole time under the illusion that he's an altruist. So an altruist is somebody trying to do good, but it's to the point where it's overbearing is a toxic altruist. So I thought that was just kind of like an interesting way of understanding things. And I think that that's why people, maybe judge wealth so harshly and can't just, be and let be. And, that's the way I am about it. I don't care, but, when people can, have golden Porsches, I mean, literally, plated in gold, and have mansions and great stallions and towering mansions, more power to them. It just makes the world that much more of an interesting place. And I think that, exploring Dubai, I mean, some of the yachts that people have and cars and, the list goes on, just unimaginable, how much you can do living that way. But there's also, the downside of, having to find a way to contribute and give back and not be, an overbearing jerk about it. So to be a sheik is interesting. I wanted to revisit the song and not be so cliche about it, but it's a good time. This rascal bouncing in and out of tents and sweeping women off their feet, and moonlit nights in the Sahara. I love it. So I wanted to bring back some energy to this song and look at playing it for you. I'm excited, and it's called the Sheik of Araby. Enjoy.
Over the desert, wild and free, rides the Sheik of Araby. Well, I'm the Sheik of Araby. Your love belongs to me. night when you're asleep, into your room I'll creep with no pants on. The stars that shine up above will light our way to love. You'll rule this land with me, the Sheik of Araby. Da 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 na 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 na. You'll rule this land with me, the Sheik of Araby, with no pants on. While the stars are fading into the dawn, over the desert they'll soon be gone. With a captured bride by his side, swift as the wind they will ride. Well, I'm the Sheik of Araby, your love belongs to me. At night when you're asleep, into your room I will creep with no pants on. Da 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 da. At night when you're asleep, into your room I will creep, pants on.
You know what? It's been great. Remember to hit all that crap at the bottom of the screen because it really helps the channel. Helps the channel grow bigger. So I will see you next time on the Stanford Lee Show.